Hello, friends. I'm Bernard Watts. I'm the host of Sports Talk with B. Watts Entertainment. Hey, I'm telling you, we got an exciting broadcast for you tonight. I want to thank all of you for tuning in right now. I have a special guest with me tonight, and this is going to be my first special guest ever having, and it's official. I reached out to this guy named the Man Media. When I first started, I just started this broadcast in January the 7th. I had four subscribers, just four. I reached out to Rod, and Rod gave me some ideas to do, and I did it. And Monday, I reached 500 subscribers. So Rob the Media is the man. He's got a excellent show on YouTube and just started a podcast. And if you're tuning in, check him out, subscribe to his channel. And I'm telling you, this dude knows his stuff. He's my inside guy. Whatever I want to know about Colorado, I'm gonna call Rod and Big Dog Chico and my best friend, one of my best friends. He's from Georgia. He's Coach Prime Pastor. That's E. Dewey Smith Jr. When I first started my TV show back in about 20 years ago, Pastor Smith and his church were the first church that joined my broadcast. And when Pastor Smith told me he's Coach Prime Pastor, oh man, that light my soul. So Rob the Man Media he's an inspirational guy. Like I say, when I first started watching YouTube and podcasts, Ryan Clark and the Pivot were the first one I caught on to. Then I saw Shannon Sharp, and then I kept looking to see who talking about Coach Prime. Because Coach Prime, one of my favorite players, right? And I ran across this guy named Rob the Man Media. So ever since then, I've been checking Rob out, and I'm finna get ready to bring him up, and we're gonna talk about Colorado tonight, y'all. Let's see.
What's going on?
What's up, Rob the Man? How you feeling, bro?
Good, man. Appreciate you for having me on. Just blessings to you. Just to see you keep growing every day, man. Just keep that consistency because it's coming.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, man. Another thing, I was watching the broadcast, and man, I think it was around about, I think y'all already had taped it back. I think about 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Because I'm getting ready to go to work. I said, let me check out Raw and see. I missed him. And I heard Dre said, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all had a panel. I don't care what y'all do. Coach Dre said, care what y'all say or do, y'all would never get me to turn my back on Raw.
Yeah.
Man, I heard that way out here in Georgia, bro.
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's your guy?
That's my co-host, Coach Dre, man. If y'all tuning in, y'all know who that is. If you ever new to the channel, but just give y'all background of RobDAaMan Media. It's not just me. I know everybody always see me, but there's a team of people that I work with on a daily basis that help produce what we do each and every day. So I just want to give thanks to them because without them, without the supporters, without the subscribers, without the people that's tuning in every day, whether you hate, you like, you dislike, whatever, I just want to say, man, thank you. Because without you guys, this couldn't be true. And we just pushing this thing to another level.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that camaraderie that y'all got, man. You have a good panel. Like I said, I watch it every chance I get, and that's just about every day. But hey, let's get down to the show because I don't want to hold you long. I'm trying to do this for an hour. My broadcast lasts an hour. So we're going to get down to business and see what kind of content and what kind of information can I pull out to you tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
You ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
All right, we're going to talk about the offensive side of the ball. We already know what happened last year. I don't want to talk about last year. This is a new year. So I've been checking out Coach Prime, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, me personally, the job that he has done this year, because remember, he took a bad loss against Oregon. He told us, you better get me now.
Yeah.
Because next year, you ain't going to be able to fool with me. So as Coach Prime moves on through the year and he coming into the off season, what kind of job you think he did by building this offensive line this year? That's the trenches.
Before we even get to the trenches, you just got to say, one, thanks to Coach Prime for just taking a step back to really to really adjust and see everything in a full light, right?
Right.
Not just the players, but the coaching staff. I think people forget about the changes that he made on the coaching staff on the offensive side. That's really gonna help this thing go to a different level. And so when you look at, it started with the offensive line coach first, right? Bringing him in and understanding what type of players that he wanted on the offensive line, and not just him, but what did Shedeur want, what did Coach Prime want in the whole. It just come together. But you got to give your hats off to Coach Prime to just go back and really see and really show, that he understands the flaws of what we missed last year, and we addressed it this year with the offensive line. So overall, for me, it's still a lot to be shown in a sense. Still a lot of questions to be answered. Yes, we know that we got a better offensive line, but what does it really look like, right? That's what we really want to see. And I don't think we're going to get those answers in the springtime. We're going to get them in the fall. But just a glimpse of what we might see in the spring is what gets you excited, right? To know that, hey, we got some people that's got Shedeur back that, when you look back at the season, you don't got to look back too far. All you got to do is go watch one game, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know about the offensive line. And that's the CSU game, or two games, the CSU game and the UCLA game. The two games to tell you about the offensive line last year compared to what you see this year, right? You see a difference. You see, the offensive line coming together as one, right? You didn't really see that last year. You didn't really see them hanging out, really pushing each other. You really see them pushing each other, really like talking and doing the necessary things to build the chemistry and chemistry that they need for this year.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I didn't see that last year either. But when you look at Bucky and Well-Off meeting, you see the camaraderie that they and the relationship they building. It's tremendous to me, man. That a group of guys that coming from different states, different teams, to come up there to Colorado and they want to win. Yeah. I heard one guy in the back guy say, "Hey, man, we come to take your job. We don't know what you were doing over there last year, but I come to take your job."
Well, I can say this. Some of them got the message, and some of them gonna hit the portal. So,
okay,
so some of them got that message loud and clear.
Right, yeah. I'm sure they is too. I'm sure Coach Prime ain't playing this year. But okay, so on top of this, let's talk about the quarterback room. Now we know the numbers that Shedeur put up last year. Yeah. My personal opinion, Shedeur the best pocket pass in college football last year, and going into this year, I expect even better things from him because Coach Prime knows, and sure Coach Pat Sherman knows this is his last year. I'm sure he won't try to be in the finals for the Heisman and make the playoff. So, what do you expect out of Shedeur this year?
At the end of the day, man, I just expect greatness when it comes down to Shedeur Sanders. I'm not gonna really put a number on expectations on how many yards, how many touchdowns, things like that. What I'm expecting is just overall just leading the team every single game, taking his leadership to another level, helping this team win. Right? That's really truly my expectations on this team. Is when you see Shedeur Sanders, you're gonna see greatness coming. You're gonna see, him leading this team, but also him helping the quarterback that's in this room too also. I don't think it's just going to be about Shedeur, but it's going to be about this entire quarterback room of how you get the next man ready when we're in a blowout or, things are going in a way for Colorado for the backup quarterbacks to get some opportunities to play. So that's what I'm looking forward to, just the overall leadership, the growth of the program, the development pieces behind him, right? Because it ain't just about this year, it's about the future too. And we can't forget about those pieces.
Okay. Now, I don't know too much. I haven't did my in-depth study. First of all, I want to say welcome, Coach Dre, to the show. That's your right hand man. What's up, Doc? You doing okay?
Doing good, bro. Appreciate for having us on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was telling Rob, I was getting ready to go to work at 2:00 in the morning. I was checking out his show, and I heard you say to the rest of the fellas, I don't care what y'all say or what y'all do, ain't nobody gonna make me turn my back on Rob.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother from another, man, and this just happened organically. We didn't know each other before we started this. This was all bro, and I was just on his show. And I coach high school football, so I had, I wasn't able to come in like on an everyday basis for a while. And bro hit me up, he was like, bro, they asking for you, man. I need you on there. And ever since then, I just ain't turned my back on bro. Make sure I'm there for him. Make sure We got, we know what's going on, and you know what I'm saying. We just trying to be some positive guys and put positive energy in there, and that's it, bro.
Hey man, that's real nice, man. That's very positive. Y'all are real positive, man. I like that about y'all and y'all show. I'm gonna ask you, Coach Drake. I just got to talking to Rod about Coach Prime, right? And the job he's did this year. I ain't worried about last year. How do you think he did this off season by putting together this team this year?
Again, man, for me, that's what I expected from him. Um, you gotta understand, and if you follow Prime like I follow Prime and know what I know, this the way he built a football team. And so I knew that this second year going in, him going into his second year, he was gonna be able to get the guys he needed. And with the staff that he's built and the guys that he's bringing in, and I don't think he's done with that. All you can do is give the man a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? But this is exactly how he did it at Jackson. For anybody that wants to see how he did it the same way. His first year was a COVID year. They struggled a little bit because he didn't have the guys. He had to play with what he had. The same thing that happened in Colorado. He had to play with what he had. And once he could go get the guys he wanted and the guys he believed in, he turned Jackson State into a powerhouse.
So tell me, then, I just heard what you just said. You say he did it just like he did it in Jackson State. So why is there so many people on the internet saying we ain't never seen it before?
Because a lot of people that don't watch HBCU football, so nobody watched it. Nobody paid attention to it. That's the biggest thing. Nobody paid attention to it. They just thought, and then people look at it as lesser football. People don't think that HBCU football is D1 football and stuff like that. But them kids put their pants on just like the other kids, and some of them kids, it be reasons why they have to go HBCU. But you see a lot of kids coming up through the ranks through the HBCU. And so, but if you sit back and you watch them, and again, it's videotape. Just like everybody want to go watch everything else, just go back and watch it. It's all there for you to go see. You'll watch how he migrated and how he turned it into a powerhouse.
I agree, Tony. I'm glad you said that. Okay, guys, let's move on to the offensive coordinator. I'm going down the road. When I'm going straight down the ladder. How do you think? Now, what were your opinion? When he promoted Pat Sherman as the offensive coordinator. I'm gonna start it off. Then I'm gonna go with Rod. Then you, Dre. Now, I ain't got no problem with Pat Sherman. He's a head coach. He used to be a head coach in the NFL. Used to be an offensive coordinator. And at the end of the season last year, Coach Prime kept saying him and Shador got along. That's key. I was a quarterback until I got my leg broken junior high. If you can't communicate with your offensive coordinator or a quarterback coach, and you don't know, maybe say you couldn't read the defense and y'all ain't communicating about it, man, it's gonna be some issues. So what do you think about the new offensive coordinator going in this year? So he'll have a full season, Pat Sherman, this year. Come on, Rob.
Well, this one was already in the makings. To be honest with you, this was fourth or fifth game into the season last year. This was already a done deal. This is what it was. It's just he couldn't install his offense at that point in time with somebody else being labeled the offensive coordinator. But going into last year, coming into this year, I mean, we already knew what was going on. The difference when you look at last year, this year, Shador still has the same chemistry what he had with Sean Lewis, and I don't want people to take that into a negative thing, like they didn't have chemistry. The difference is this offense is going to be more designed to get Shador ready for the NFL, right?
Okay.
And so last year was more, we want up-tempo, quick decisions, get the ball at your hand, quick, fast, quick. Everything we do is quick, fast, right?
Right.
This year's going to be more of how do we get you in a pro-style offense to get you ready for the NFL? So having Pat Shermer there is really going to, help Shador progress, right? We already know, we see the IQ piece of it. We see the talent that he has in his arm. Now, there's some things he can get better at, yes, but overall, the blend with Shermer and, Shador is going to be beautiful to see. And I know a lot of people don't like Shermer, right? Because he's with the Denver Broncos, he's with the St. Louis Rams, this, that, and the third. I've seen it all. But when I really look at this, I look and I see Pat Shermer with the Minnesota Vikings and the St. Louis Rams.
Okay.
And the offense with Shador, right? I think he's going to run it similar to what he did with those two quarterbacks, having Sam Bradford, number one overall pick, So he understands dealing with the number overall pick is because he had one. So
He
that's
did
how
good
he's
that year
gonna.
too. They looked
Yeah,
good that year.
yeah, they was good that year with the St. Louis Rams. So I do kind of see Pat Shermer doing something similar to that Rams. So I think it's a good fit overall because I think Pat Shermer has something to prove, and I think a lot of people forget about that. Pat Shermer's trying to get another if he's trying to get more money, right? He might be trying to get a better job.
Trying to
I'm
go
not
up.
saying Colorado's a bad job,
He tried to
but
get to the NFL.
if he can
Huh?
get them NFL dollars, talk better than them college dollars do as an offense coordinator versus a head coach and offense coordinator in the NFL. So those are the things that you got to keep your eyes on, right? Because there's going to be some changeover from this year to next year, right? There's going
Right.
to be some changeover, regardless of how you want to look at this, right? So it's everybody's got their back against the wall, and everybody's got something to prove this year, and that's how I look at it.
Okay. Before you go, Dre, hey, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in right now. Hey, I got my special guest, RobDAaManMedia. If you don't mind going over to his website or his Twitter page, or you can go on YouTube and shop online. He got some new merch out. I checked it out this morning. I saw it. I said, "Dog, oh man, Coach Drake, you got one. Oh y'all." I said, "Okay then." I said, "Man, they do. I didn't know you had did that, man, until you told me. That's a good
Yeah.
look, and I'll be on. I go online and purchase to help y'all out, man. And y'all doing some good things, and I appreciate each one. But like you were saying about Coach Pat Sherman, I don't think this offense gonna have a problem this year with Pat Sherman as the offensive coordinator. Now, my thing is, are they going to stick to this running game? Are they going to be committed to the running game? Now, I'm going to start out with you, Coach Dre. Then we'll go to Rob.
You got to. I mean, if you look at his offense and you look what he's done in the NFL, he wants to run the football. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I think a lot of people get caught up in thinking that because Prime the head coach and his son the quarterback, that they want to throw the ball like that. But you can't do that. That's not the way football is played, and Prime knows that. So you know we got to run the ball and throw the ball, and vice versa. So this was just like I say. We told people about third week of the season that things was finna get shook up, and everybody told us we was liars and we didn't know what we was talking about. But we weren't trying to tell them. We were just trying to tell y'all that we saw the writing on the wall.
I heard y'all.
That the
I
writing
got a question, y'all, but everything y'all said okay, true, bro.
So, and like we said, I don't mind nobody questioning us or thinking, but what I'm telling you is we're not getting on here for our own benefit.
Oh, no, I wasn't that question y'all from the negative point of view. I was just saying, do they really know what they talking about?
Yeah,
or they just like me? But I see now y'all got a little inside information. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, that Sean Lewis had that job sold up since about week 3. And so Coach Prime just a good coach. So he moved on to the man he thought that his son could build with. So now you put in Pat Shermer, and then people got to understand the first few weeks, he was still working off of Lewis' play sheet because he got the job,
right?
And boom. So I got to pick out plays that I feel comfortable with, but I still got to work off of his play sheet. Toward them last 2 games, when we really saw a more of a Pat Shermer type of offense. So yes, I think we're gonna stay committed to running the football, because I think we got an A1 back. We got A1 backs in the backfield. There's no need to have to try to throw it all around the field when you got McCaskill back there. When you got Dylan.
Hold on, Dre. I want to cut you out, but I'm gonna say that time. Don't go get too far ahead of it. All right. Okay, come on, Rob. Tell me what you think about the offensive coordinator.
Man, the offensive coordinator will have a balanced attack, man, ready to go. I don't think it's going to be a 70-30. I think we'll get down to about 60-40, 58-42. Somewhere in that range we'll get past the run. But I think you're going to see a different balance of attack this year. You're going to see all the weapons on display, whether it's running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. You're going to see a mixture of everybody getting the ball. It's going to be an explosive offense. And all we got to do is just stay consistent. That's it. The key word for the season is stay consistent on offense. Whatever form of running the ball, passing the ball, catching the ball, whatever that needs to be, just be consistent. And I think that's what we're going to be this year.
Oh man, all right, man. I appreciate y'all. You forgive me that insight, man. I can sleep tonight. Well, I kind of worried. Well, I said, man, Pat Shermer really gonna work out with You know, I was like, okay, we got to ride with him, but I got to ride with Coach Prime because he's my guy. This is his team. I'm sure he's not going to put Shador and Shiloh career in jeopardy by doing something stupid and crazy. But let's talk about the offensive line. Boy, there's a lot of talk going on around about this offensive lineman, man. Hey, they talking about it on Stephen A. Smith podcast. You got Big Dog Chico. You got Nearly, Uncle Nearly. We got RobDAaManMedia. We got everybody talking about this offensive line. Now, the first thing I like what Coach Ryan did, he went out and secured the big dog, the big fella. I call him the big fella, the high school guy, Jordan Seaton. Now, I know they're not gonna show everything, but the reaction that Coach Mo was giving when they had their cameras just on him, he said, "Woo, boy, I underestimate big guy. Big guy solid, man." So I know he was talking about Jordan. So what y'all think about Jordan C? Is he gonna start this year, or Coach Prime gonna work his way in, let him get comfortable, or he just gonna put him out there? Come on, Rod, start it off.
I'm gonna let Coach Drake, cause what I'm gonna say is gonna get a conversation going. But I'm gonna let Coach Drake speak on.
Boy, you better not come here talking about Rod. You better not come about he ain't gonna start. Boy, what? Come on, Drake.
This is what we got. We got a dog. You know, he played down here at IMG Academy, which is it's sort of like a college for high school.
Okay.
And when you play at IMG, you the real deal. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So you make no mistakes about it. He is as advertised. He's going to play. I think that you gonna throw him out there because when I look at it, unless we get somebody else that's better capable in the portal right now, when I look at what we got offensive line wise, we got about 15, 16 linemen. I want 20. So I mean, I think we need to go get 4. So with that being said, right now I got him penciled in as a starter. Because of the way I see him handling things, and he, like I said, you can't teach size. If he get the strength, if he has the strength in the thought process, I like him a lot. Like I say, when you turn on his film, he jumps off the screen. Anytime you turn on Jordan high school film, he jumps off the screen. He is as advertised. Don't let nobody tell you he's not as advertised, because he is as advertised. So right now I got him starting at the left tackle spot.
I'm with you, Drake. I'm with you, Coach Drake. Before Rob go, man, I look at the size of this dude, man. When he was playing in high school, the way he would plant them guys in the ground and just land on top of. And I heard Coach Ryan say, Coach Jordan C just don't hit you. He want to make a pop-up sprinkler out you. Well, I like that right there. But dude his size, he got good feet, and I like the way he uses his hands. Now, my question was, his upper body strength. You remember when he was at the All-Star thing, and they were rushing, they were pushing him back into to the quarterback. But man, lately, when Coach Mo don't work with it, that boy done built that strength up, Rod.
But that's the thing, he
built that strength up.
I wasn't worried about that once he got to Colorado with Coach Mo. That was a concern of mine at the beginning. I didn't know how much, but his technique, the way he put his hands on people, his quick.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he is as advertised. And when you play IMG, you're not playing every week. You playing the best of the best. You're not playing. He didn't play against no Rudy Poo schools. He played against the top tier high schools.
I got a question. Now, I'm not familiar with IMG. Where is that located?
It's in Bradenton, Florida. It's in Florida. It's down here in Florida, in Bradenton, Florida. It's right outside of Orlando, maybe about 20, 30 minutes outside of Orlando, Florida.
All they do is play football. Do they play any other sport?
No, they got all the sports, but
it's a powerhouse.
It's a private school. So, you know, Jordan Seaton is not from Florida. He's from Maryland, but he came down here to play football. So they get the best of the best kids. Kids stay on campus. They got dorms. Like I told you, it's just like a college. It already has you prepared. So him and Cass Cleveland and all them guys that came from the IMG Academy, they're used to this college-like atmosphere because of the IMG Academy.
Okay. All right, Rod, tell me something about Jordan C. I think he's going to start. Tell me I'm wrong or not.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. Here's my pushback that nobody's been talking about. So so this is the first time I'm saying this
I don't want to hear that about no Savion Wilson now. I mean Washington.
I'm not gonna say that. What I'm gonna say is nobody's ever thought about who was the backup left tackle.
Who's the backup? Connor? He got injured.
No, I'm just saying nobody's brought up the question about who's the backup left tackle.
Oh, who's gonna bag him up? Who's gonna be the backup?
So automatically you're gonna have Jordan Seaton starting. So
they don't have to bag up, do
they? They don't.
That's
why I'm bringing this up.
Okay, all right. That's a good one there, but you have the word, boy.
That's the real reason why I brought this up, right? It's not that Jordan Seaton won't start, right? Hands down, the kid is talented. I believe he's going to start, right? But I also have to push back to say, is Coach Prime going to pull a Nick Saban? What he did with Proctor last year and not start him the first couple games, right? Go out and get you a veteran and start the first couple games and then work him in slowly, and he starts from game 3 on, right? Those are the things that I look at when we're talking about Jordan Seaton. I love everything about the kid, his footwork, what his tape's showing, the strength that he's put on in the weight room. But when you start to ask yourself and look at this roster, it's like, who's the backup left tackle? We have an argument from left guard to center to right guard to tackle, right? Of offensive line, who could play, who can't play, who could play, who could play. We don't have an argument really behind Jordan Seaton. And nobody's ever thought about this.
I haven't thought about nothing. But my thing is, I think Coach Ryan really ain't got no choice but to start him if you want a big time lineman next year out of high school, because they're gonna look at that, right?
But you could say that about the same thing you could have said about Cormani. When I said to everybody publicly that he wasn't gonna start, I got free for it. So I'm not gonna say Jordan Seaton's not gonna start. I'm not gonna go on that, right? I think Jordan Seaton does start, but you have to start looking at if something happens to Jordan Seaton, who's the backup left tackle? That's the question that we got to pay attention to.
Right. Go ahead, Greg.
My thing is, we do got what I looked at is you got Jada, Washington.
They're not left tackle.
They're not left tackle. That's hard.
Jada play tackle.
He played right side though.
They're not left tackles though.
You talking about left tackle
than right tackles.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
that's the blind side.
Right. I feel you on that. But one of them gonna have to get over there because we got more tackles than we got guards. When I went and looked at it today, we got way more tackles than we got guards. Way more tackles.
But it's easy to convert one of them tackles into guards. So, I would definitely think about that, but I'm not comparing Cormani and Seaton from this year to last year, right?
Who they saying that? Law Dog. Who is Law Dog? Who is Law? Y'all know him. He one of y'all guys.
We know who he is.
Oh, okay.
I'm not comparing him. I'm not
pull up, dude.
At all.
Law Dog. Talking about Cormani. Hey, man, you respect my guest on here, Law Dog. I don't care if the mirror's your boy.
You can't compare the situations from last year this year because Cormani was the third doing spring ball and Seaton is, right?
Right.
You just got to ask yourself the question when you really start breaking down. There's always a conversation between left guard, center, right guard, right tackle.
Right.
But there ain't no question about left tackle because we don't have a backup left tackle. It ain't in nobody's mind. It ain't nobody's radar. So when you go into the portal, you got to know that Colorado's going to go attack somebody for a left tackle to give competition to Jordan Seaton. I do 1,000% got Jordan Seaton starting, but I just had to throw that notion out there because I haven't said it publicly. But I had to put it out there.
Well, you kind of scared me too, boy. When you told me you was finna go last on them, I thought, oh man, he's finna throw some shade in the game. All right, I appreciate y'all intake on Jordan Seaton. I can sleep again on that. That's my dude. I'm rooting for him and everything. But check this out. Now, there's a conversation also going around. A lot of y'all talking about what about David Connor? What about him? He's gonna be a bad guy if you don't hit the transfer party. That wasn't about Law Dog, whoever you is. But let's talk about the rest of them.
I give you a little intel about Law Dog. Law Dog is a former Division One offensive lineman who played at Texas Tech and Lafayette Tech. So that's why we laugh because he's a former offensive lineman who played Division One football. So that's why it's.
He played football.
Yeah, when we get to talking about he
need to pull up the next time. Then the next time we go on, he need to pull up and be a guest. I need a little pushback. But check this out, okay? let's talk about the left guard. Now I got Justin Myers from UTEP. I think when I was looking, they say he gave up 1 sack on the internet out of 402 pass attempts. That was good. That's impressive. So what y'all think about the left guard? Is Cleveland gonna get in there, or Justin Myers gonna be there? Come on, Rob.
So when I look at the left guard, right, I know Greg said it, and he talking about David Conner. Everybody's talking about David Conner, right? I'm not gonna speak about when I look at competition, right, for the left guard, I got Myers and David Conner competing for that left guard spot. That's why I don't have him as a backup.
You got David Conner?
David Conner, and I got Justin Myers. I got them two competing for the left guard position.
Wow.
And so that's the reason why I just say we don't have a left tackle, because that's who I got competing for that left guard position.
Wow. Come on, coach.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got Myers starting though. I got Myers starting at that guard position.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got him starting. Like I say, Rob, right? I do feel like they're gonna have to convert some tackles to guard because we got more tackles than we got guard. So you could see Connor move to guard, but I got Myers starting at that guard spot.
Yeah, I do too. I appreciate y'all on that. But check this out. Let's move to the center. Now we got Yakira Walker, transfer from Connecticut. Kind of small, and we got Brown, who didn't play last year. He looked good in the strength and conditioning program. But he never did. He ever play center at Jackson State?
No,
he didn't. So he don't have no center experience. So who's gonna be the center, y'all? Who y'all think coming out of spring practice gonna be the center? Come on, coach. We'll start with you first.
It's a toss-up for me. It's a toss-up. I got Brown. Just because I think Walker might be a little too small, but
he got experience.
He got experience and he can play. And the chemistry between, and he's the one that's snapping to Shador right now. So I think that's the biggest thing right now is he's the one getting the chemistry with Shador. So you could see Walker. And then again, Brown doesn't have the experience. But either way it go, I got Brown starting at either the center or the other guard spot. So it's pick your poison, me or Brown.
Ooh. All right, Rob. We'll get to the other guard spot. All right, Rob. What's about the center?
All right. So when you look at the four, well, we got 3 centers on the roster with a 4th, right? I don't really look at Brown as a center, but I picture him as the center just because of the relationship with him in prime, trying to help him get to the NFL, things like that. I do think it's down to Walker, the transfer from UConn. I look at Cash Cleveland from IMG, and then we still got Z. So I look at those 3, right, as our centers. But I penciled in Brown as the starting center just due to the fact that I think, Prime is going to try to get him on the field, whether it be at the guard or at the center position. So you put him in that center rotation. I don't personally prefer him at the center. I prefer him as a guard, but I got him penciled in as the center right now.
Okay.
Now, this is way early predictions.
I understand.
Predictions.
Right.
But as I'm looking at it right now, going into spring ball, that starts on the 18th. For those who don't know, spring practice starts on the 18th.
Right.
I got Brown getting snaps and Walker getting snaps, splitting snaps at center right now.
Okay. Now, if Brown don't hit that starting lineup, you think it's a possibility he hit the 4th?
No.
He's there.
He's there.
He's faithful.
He's going to stay there. I don't think one of the players that I could. It's just he's went through so much last year and not being eligible to go hit the portal. I just don't see it happening. I just think he sticks it out because at the end of the day, football's a long season. You don't know what injuries you're gonna have in fall practices throughout the season. I just think it's just smart decision to stay there. I don't see him leaving for the prime guys.
And then on top of that, this is the way I look at it. You remember I told you I wanted anywhere from 16 to 20 linemen, but playing linemen, I want 13 that I can count on. I want 5 starters. Listen, I want 5 starters. Wow. I want 5 backups. And I want 3 kids in the wing that if somebody get hurt, because offensive linemen can get hurt at any time. You get rolled up on, you get all kind of stuff. You see what happened with us last year. We lost 4 or 5 linemen, and we didn't have no backups.
Right.
So
I agree. I agree with you that. But I don't want to see that in and out stuff, man. It messed up
I
the
ain't saying
chemistry.
listen. I ain't saying it's got to be in and out. I'm just saying you need to have 5 starters, right?
Okay.
You need to have 5 backups behind them. So you one play away from being a star. You one play away from being a star. And then 3 guys that's in the wing that you get what I'm saying. If something go on with anybody, that they get moved up. But I want 5 guys that we can deal with. And the reason I got Tyler Brown started, if you're an offensive lineman, you know it's one guy up there that's the glue to your offensive line. And I think Tyler Brown is the glue to Colorado offensive line.
Now I'm sure as men are and they're competitive nation, they know the players know who better than them in front of them now. You don't think they know? They know.
I'll say this though, when you look at this offensive line this year, I think they're gonna rotate between the guards. Guards to the guard, I think they're gonna rotate in. I think the tackles will stay the same throughout the game, but I do see them rotating the guards and the guards, not the center. The center's gonna start to stay the same, right? But the guards, right. I see them do rotating them in as the game go on throughout the season, just to make sure, because it depends on the college. Some colleges they rotate the guards every 3 series. They'll rotate them in just to keep you fresh, ready to go for the 4th quarter. But I do think that with the experience of our new offensive line coach, I do think they're going to do something different than what they did last year, and you're going to see growth in the offensive line and the chemistry.
Yeah, I agree with that. I hope so. I'm counting on that. But before we move on, I want to say what's up, Loud Dog. Appreciate you checking in. See you, Buff Dynasty. Greg said it. Greg Bibb, Sean, Rooter Wrights. Who else we got? Sean, Greg said it. I thought I saw Larry Young, Deck, Chess Reddy, Brian Wilson, Pamela Jackson, Chiefs Reddy, KC 777, 247 Crime. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm sure these y'all guys, I ain't never had them in before watching me. Yeah. Boy, I might have put y'all on payroll, boy. What? Look at, I see you, coach. I saw that, coach. But check this out. Let's move to the right side. Now we got the right side of the line. And that right guard, I'm looking at Tyler Johnson, 6'5", 330, the transfer from Houston. That's what I'm going with on that. What you think, Coach Dre?
Again, that's if Tyler Brown is center, that's who I got. If Tyler Brown is center, then they battling for the spot, and we gonna see. But right now, if I got Tyler Brown pissing in at the center, so I got him starting at that guard spot.
Coach Dre?
Yep.
All right, come on, Rob.
I got Tyler Johnson, but here's what I'm gonna say.
Who's gonna be back up? If Tyler Brown is center, who's gonna be competing with him?
I got Jada back up.
Who?
Jada.
Hey, I gotta write that down. Jada?
Yeah. He started the right guard at the end of the season.
That's the one got hurt, right?
No, he had to move. He had to get moved to guard. He was playing tackle. He got moved to guard because we had all the injuries.
Yeah.
I gotta look him up. I gotta do some research on him. That's my first time hearing his name.
He started for Savion Washington when Washington got hurt. He got kicked in the guard when Savion came back for the last 2 games. So he was the right guard to finish the season last year. So I got.
Have y'all talked about him?
Have we talked about him?
Yeah. Oh, I missed that then. My first time hearing that. What's his whole name?
I say Isaiah Jada. Isaiah Jada.
Yeah.
That's
they got film out there on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last two games.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who I got penciled in as the right guard. But here's what I'm gonna say with this offensive line. I know we get all these new players in, and you can't forget about the players that was already going, right? They gonna have some type of say so. So bringing in all this competition is definitely gonna help them grow and push them. So we can't forget about the players that was there. Like they gonna have to say so. A lot of people forget about it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like I told him I said on my last show. I don't want to see nobody that played on that line last year. Not even the big fella who we're going to talk about now. Even though he had a good first 3 games, Washington, he got injured. To me, because when I was looking at the film and looking at the game, Shador, he don't just take no 3 or 5 step drops. Look like he was taking about 12 drops. And that hurt the anger for the offensive line because he don't step up in the pocket. And the reason why, because he had a lot of pressure on him too. You know what I'm saying? As a quarterback, they call you play for a 3-step drop, 5-step, and a 7 drop, right? And they work on that. But when you're the quarterback and you running all the way back farther than that, that messed up the time and that messed up the anger to me. To me, as I was a quarterback, because the offensive line want to feel you and they want to know where you at. They want you to step up because it's hard for a big old dude like Washington, 17 size shoe. And if that defensive end is going, you're supposed to come at an angle to get to the quarterback to that pocket. But if he going way upfield, ain't no way that big old dude can move out there, man. So we want to talk about the right tackle. I got Caleb Benson supposed to start. Now I know some people on my side, in my chat, gonna say you just can't forget about Washington. Well, I don't forget about Washington. I hope he stays. I want him to be the bag up, but I want to see Caleb Benson. I think Caleb Benson, he's from Indiana, 6'6", 310. I think he's gonna be the leader and the captain on the offensive line. Come on, Rod. Drake leaned back there, so come on, Rod, talk to me.
If I could take Benson's heart and put it into Savion Washington, I'm starting Savion Washington. But here's what I'll say about Savion Washington, right? I just want to see him fully healthy, right? Like we've seen at the beginning of the season, and I think you're going to see a different player. Another year in the weight room with Coach Mo is going to help. Benson still got some stuff to prove to me, right? I'm not saying Benson should not be the starter. I'm not saying Washington should be the starter because they both have their flaws, right? But if I'm looking at this, if I could take Benson's motor, his all this, that, and put it into Washington, we'll have a hell of a play out of Washington. I think Washington's gonna fight, and he's gonna fight all the way to the end. But I do got Benson starting ultimately at the right tackle. But I think Washington's gonna push it to the end.
You think Washington's gonna push it to the end? Yeah. After what we saw last year.
Him.
You don't think he got healthy no time after that 3rd game?
I just think him being fully healthy coming into the season, him bulking up, him being coached finally by a different offensive line coach, right?
Right.
He don't have nobody that's in there that can say you're going to start because your offensive line coach being the same coach. You got a new coach, so now you got to go prove yourself again, right? Everybody got a clean slate, you got to go prove yourself. So I honestly think, when it comes down to it, Washington's going to fight to the end. He's just going to be a lot better than he was. And of course, when you look at the right tackle, if your other offensive lineman is bad, it's going to make you look bad. Him having a better offensive line around him is going to help him a lot.
Okay, come on, Coach, talk to me.
I mean, what he said is spot on. What I'm finna say is Washington ain't gonna get it. I got Benson right now because I don't know how healthy Savion is. If Savion Washington is healthy, if he showed me he can stay healthy during the spring and all summer, I know that he gonna battle for that job. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Watch that kid the first 3 games before he got hurt, and then watch him after them first 3 games. It's just different.
Totally 2 different players.
It's totally 2 different players, and you can tell he still was worried about that injury, but he knew he had to come back because he needed to be on the football field. So he might have rushed himself back. But if Savion Washington can stay healthy, if he can stay healthy, it shows he can stay healthy through the spring. But right now I got Benson. I don't think that's going to be him for nothing. But right now I got Benson.
I got the same thing. I think Benson, like I said, I think he's gonna be the captain of the offensive lineman. And tell me something. You want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say the only reason why Benson is looking at right tackle is just to show versatility to the NFL. That's more what it is. Because for me, I would put Benson as a guard. That's just me personally. But when you look at guard, I would put him as a guard.
But he
But when
played tackle in college, right?
he played both, but versatility in the NFL is gonna mean something, right? And so for him, playing right tackle is gonna help his stock for the NFL.
Man, this dude Loud said, y'all see Vincent on a boat. Boy, you did.
Yeah,
Boy, this dude
yeah,
here something
Mount
else, boy.
yeah,
Hey, he must be a clown. You say he played football?
He
yeah.
did
He won.
He
1000%.
can't
Yeah,
play football and know football and tell me and make that kind of statement. It
One
got to be a
thousand.
joke.
I'm not gonna
that's
lie to you. 1000%. You go look him up.
I got to look
1000%.
this dude up. Loud dog. Let me write this down. Okay,
It's,
let me see.
I'm not gonna put his government name out. He can put it out there if he
I don't
wants,
want you to
but
either. I don't want you, hey, because I used to be a law enforcement. Please don't. Check this
I'm
out.
not gonna put his government name out there.
But check this out. Just on the offensive line. Tell me about the offensive line coach that we got. Coach Prime I brought in. And I want y'all to refer.
Prime went out and got what he's told y'all he was gonna go get, which was guys that's been to the league, who know what it takes, know what it looked like, and also was getting their feet wet and hungry. That's the same guy that we talking about, Loud Dog. He said that coach needed to go out and get some younger coaches that's hungry. And a guy like Phil, he hungry. He want to coach these guys up. You already see the intensity that they didn't have last year because and that's no knock on Coach O'Boy. Coach O'Boy just kind of laid back. He real quiet. He just want to work. But Coach Phil gonna get out there. He gonna you get what I'm saying. He gonna talk with him. He gonna motivate him, and they gonna know how you gonna know how he feel by the way he look at the way he reacting to you. And so I think that was one of the best hires he did all season. And he also, when you go sit in a young man's living room, that's an offensive lineman, and say, "Hey, I've been here. I've been in your seat when you being recruited, and I made it all the way to the NFL, and I know what you trying to do, and I can get you there." Ain't nothing like it. That's big for high school kids. And that's big for recruiting for Coach Prime as well.
Now, did Phil Hope, did he play in the NFL? Did he play in the NFL?
I think he played like 6 or 7 years in the NFL.
Okay. All right. That's the offensive line. Now let's move to the running back room. Now, we got Alvin McCaskey, had played in 2 years. We got Savion Wilkerson, was 1,000-yard rusher at Jackson State. Coach Prime didn't hardly play him last year for some reason. I don't know why. And we got Dylan Edwards. And we got the rookie, the freshman, Michael Welch. Leaving out of spring practice. Just your thought. I know we don't know. Who will be that bell cow? And will Coach Prime and Pat Sherman give a running back a chance to make a statement the whole year, like 15, I ain't gonna say 20, because I know Coach Prime ain't gonna do that. 15 to 18 carries a game. Do you think that? Come on, Rob.
I got Alton McCaskill starting. That's just flat out what it is. I just think it's Alton McCaskill's job to lose. But now, when you look at the running back position, I kind of take Dylan Edwards out of the running back room. And here's why. I just think they're going to line Dylan Edwards all up over the field in the slot and running back. They're going to use his versatility to get him the ball in space. So with that being said, number 2 running back, I'm going with Micah over Savion Wilkerson right now.
Whoa!
I'm going Micah, the freshman. I feel like he's ready. He's hungry. He's coming there to handle business. And I just think, he's gonna do everything that he needs to do to be that second running back coming out the depth chart.
Wow.
But if they just use Dylan Edwards as a running back, he's just a running back. I didn't forget about what Savion Wilkerson did. Being with Coach Prime at Jackson State, coming over last year, him actually spending the whole spring there. I'm not taking him out. I just think Mike is just hungry. And he's got something to prove, and he's going to come in and show the world what he can do. But I got Alton McCaskill, number 1 running back, with his job to lose.
You think he'll get 15 to 18 carries a game the first 3 games?
I think it'll be between 12 to 15.
12 to 15. All right, Coach Ray.
Right. I mean, right off the bat, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think this was the plan from the giddy up. Was if McCaskill couldn't show you he was healthy last year, Prime wasn't gonna put him out there. He's shown that over and over again. He did that with Travis Hunter. When Travis Hunter wasn't healthy, he didn't play it. So he got McCaskill tuned and ready to go. So barring any setbacks, McCaskill's our guy. Like you said, I think you're gonna use Dylan everywhere. Dylan gonna be more your third down back and stuff like that. He gonna be in the slot. You're gonna use him everywhere. And again, it comes down to that. Every time you see that kid Michael Witt, he ain't got no smile on his face. He got a mean mug on his face. He got a chip on his shoulder. He want to show y'all that he the real deal. So Savion gonna have to bring it. But I do believe Savion is a 1,000-yard back. He showed that he can run it when we did give it to him last year. So I got them neck and neck right now. So I'm gonna watch the spring and see what happens in the spring, and that'll tell me who my second back is. But right now, I mean, it's on McCaskill to do his thing.
Okay. Let's talk about the tight end room. Talk to me, Dre. Are we gonna use the tight end this year? Or we just gonna go 5 wide?
No. We gonna use the tight end because Pat Sherman gonna use that 12 personnel set. We gonna use it way more, but it's just right now from what we look. When I looked it up today, we got 6 tight ends on the roster, with them moving Smalls the tight end and them moving the linebacker Pearson the tight end. So I just need to go through the spring and see what we got. You know, I don't know who I can't tell you who the starter is at tight end. I don't know. I just don't know. We just gonna have to look at the spring and watch, see who can block and who can catch. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. But right now, I don't have a penciled in starter at all at tight end.
Rob?
For me, I do got a pencil in starter. The transfer from Cincinnati. I do like him. My thing is, how do we utilize our tight ends this year? Will we line them? You know, what do we line up our tight ends? So we're going to use them in various situations, especially when we get inside the 20 into the red zone area. Are we going to use the tight end, or are we going to, you know, go for a wide? What does that look like? With Pat Shermer in the past, looking at his offenses, you know, once he gets about the 30, 35, he starts to use the tight end a lot more, especially towards the red zone. So I'm wanting to see what he's going to do. Interested to see, you know, how Savell Smalls operates as a tight end at college. I've seen what he's done at high school, but you're talking about the college level. You know, what do you look like then? We do got Louis Passarelli still on the team. What does he look like? Is he going to be fully healthy, right? Because he wasn't healthy last year. So it's a lot of question marks at the tight end position that we still have yet to know. That hopefully by the spring we get some, but we won't get all the answers, right? Everything that we do this spring going to give us all the answers of what the season going to look like. Because you're just going to get vanilla everything across the board. Basic plays, vanilla offense, vanilla defense. You're not going to show your hand of how you really going to utilize people throughout the season, right? That's just being done, right? It's national TV, easy to scout. So nobody's going to do that. So it's just, you know, you just want to see, you know, how we're going to implement the tight end position this year. Will we move our tight ends? Will we go 2 tight ends? Will we go 1 tight end? Will we flex the tight end out? You know, will we move the tight end to, you know, to a fullback role, like I formations? What do we do, right? That's what your main thing you want to see out of this tight end group, because we didn't really see anything out of the tight end group last year outside of flex Mikey Harrison out and just run them up the scene. So what do we do differently with the tight ends? Is definitely going to be a key.
You think they'll put the tight end on Jordan Seaton's side or the right side?
I really don't think it matters, honestly. In this situation, I don't think it matters.
You don't think Jordan Seaton needs a little help starting off the season?
The thing is with the personnel, it depends on the play. So you can't. So you hear what I'm saying? So with 11 personnel, because once you put that tight end on one side, that's the side they're gonna put they're gonna put more people, or they're gonna call it that the strong side. So you don't try to give it away. So they'll probably move it around. It'll probably be both. They won't just line up just strictly on one side.
On one side. So who you think the starter tight end gonna be now? Rob?
Rob got to do from the transfer in from Tennessee. I mean from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah, you too, Rob? Okay. All right. That's good to know. All right. Let's make this transition to the wide receiver room. They got a lot of them, y'all. I'm just eager to see who go hit this transfer portal. A lot of my people on my end said Jimmy Horn Jr. got to hit that transfer portal, y'all. All right, who gonna be X? Who gonna be the X wide receiver?
We just talking about the spring, right? We just talking about the spring, right?
That's about my spring. We ain't talking. I know ain't nobody made no decision. Who y'all expect to come out the X and the Y?
All right, so
Let me
look,
tell you about yeah. Just let me know your opinion on that.
and we're gonna go because for most people that don't know what the X is, right? Who's gonna be the top receiver? I'm gonna take a Marion Miller. Just we're just talking about the spring. We're not talking about players who's not there. We're just talking about the spring. I'm gonna take a Marion Miller.
Marion Miller.
You got Miller at the X. I got Webster at the X.
You got who?
I got LeJohntay Webster, the kid that transferred in from FAU.
You got him at the X?
Got him at the X.
Wow. Okay. But y'all hard, boy. Y'all some hard jokers. Man, what? So you think Travis gonna start at wide receiver, or they gonna hold him back to play more defensive back?
He's gonna. They're gonna do like they did last spring. Focus more on offense because the offense playbook is gonna be more to learn than the defense playbook is. So, my two outside receivers are Marion Miller and Travis Hunter.
So you don't think Will Shepherd gonna crack that line up?
He not gonna be there in the spring.
He ain't gonna be in the spring. He ain't there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he not
No,
gonna be there in the
yeah,
spring.
he not there right now.
Oh, okay. I'm glad y'all told me that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if he was there in the spring, I would already say Will Shepherd, but he's not gonna be there in the spring.
Okay. Marion Miller do have one good game, and you see potential in that to make him go in the spring as a star.
Well, when you look at
The wide
who's
receiver that they
not
got
there,
there
right?
now.
Yeah, you look at who's not there right now, right? It's his job to lose, right? You take away Will Shepherd, you take away Cam Michael, you take away Cardell Russell, who they call Baby T.O., right? And you take away the other freshman, I can't think of his name right now, Miller. When you take away them four receivers, it's all right, who else is out there on the outside, right? You know Travis can line up inside, outside, but in reality, who's really going to be that outside threat that's there right now? And so it's just hands down, it's Marion Miller's job to lose.
Okay. I like Omar Miller. He showed a lot to me in that USC game. They had a lot of potential, and I hope he get a chance, and I hope he come out and rock and roll, man. But let's look at Jimmy Horn Jr. What they gonna look like for him this year?
He gonna be in the slot. He's starting in my slot right now. Hands down, he gonna have a big year. I ain't gonna turn my back on Jimmy. He from down the way, and everybody know how I feel about dog. So he wasn't healthy at all. He wasn't healthy at all last year. He wasn't. He never recovered from the hamstring that he pulled in the spring, and it just carried over into the fall. He got a couple of other injuries, so I feel confident in. He's healthy right now. He just I think he's ready. So I got him starting in the slot, and then at the other receiver, I got Travis Hunter, but with the dude Timmons as his backup because I think he's gonna be going both ways. So I got the kid Timmons backing him up. Marion gonna back up Webster on the other side.
Good boy. Wow, man. Okay.
So in the spring, I
All
already
them passes now, all them passes that Jimmy Horn dropped last year, kept them dry, you still got him at the slot.
Man, he's
I know
starting,
John
man.
don't be faithful, but you think he gonna come out of spring practice in that slot position?
When you try out your first team, when they try out their first team in the spring, Jimmy Horn Jr. gonna be in the slot.
I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm writing that down. I got you.
I got you.
Okay, let's look at
here's my thing about Jimmy Horn, right? I just want Jimmy to be healthy in his springtime.
why y'all keep saying he had what happened to him? Was it hurt?
I don't want to hurt no groin. I don't want to hurt no hamstring. I don't want to hurt no ankle. I just want him to be healthy, right? So then you can shut up all the nonsense, right? But for me, I don't have them starting tight end in the during the spring game. I got them going forward wide. With that being said, I got Jimmy Horn and LeJohntay Webster as the starting slots. That's just me personally. That's what I got.
I'm with you on that.
So that's why I got started in the slot. And
We going,
I think
we going 4 wide. Yeah, now we going 4 wide. Yeah, I'm with all 4 of them that you
Yeah,
just.
yeah,
that's just who I got right now, and we're talking just strictly upon the spring, not what we're gonna look like in the fall. Because I do think there's going to be some nutrition going on the roster, especially in the wide receiver room and a couple of these rooms. That some people might be coming in, some people might be leaving. But I do got Jimmy Horn starting. I just truly just want to see him healthy on the field and not with all this riding the bike on the sideline. I'm over that them days. All right, so just get healthy, whatever that means. How many days you need, get healthy, get your body right, and get out there on the field so all the nonsense be shut up.
yeah, yeah. But man, he dropped a lot of passes for me, man. I lost faith in him, man. He killed a lot of drives, but I hope he get it together. Okay, what about Caleb Mathis? What y'all think about him? He gonna hit the field?
He gonna see the field. Again, this is my take, and everybody know that I feel you need an 8-man rotation. You gonna have an 8-man rotation. Because when you go 4 wide, that means that everybody got a backup. Caleb Mathis will be in that
he's in the top 8.
Mathis he'll be in your top 8. So that's what you're looking for. If I'm the receiver coach at Colorado, I'm looking for a top 8 with 2 on the outside looking in. Caleb Mathis in my top 8 right now to play. So he's gonna see the field.
Okay.
Anybody that watch y'all channel, watch the channel, y'all already know, that Caleb gonna be in that top 8. He gonna do his thing. He gonna do everything he needs to do to be in that top 8. He's gonna watch the film. He's one of the best route runners, top 3 route runners on CU's roster, hands down right now. I don't care how you want to look at it, slice and dice it. If you was to go out to practice right now at CU and watch Purge's route running, he's one of the top 3 route running wide receivers that Colorado has on the roster.
Okay. All right. What about Tim?
I got
Terrell Tim.
I got him. Like I told you, I got him working. I got him being right now. I got him being the man when Travis goes to defense. That Timmons is in that spot. So if Travis is on defense that day, I got Timmons in that spot.
I got Timmons as a backup too. Also,
you got him as backup too.
Wow. He in my. This is my thing. If you in my 8-man rotation with me, you good. If you ain't in my 8-man rotation, then you got a problem. But as long as you in my 8-man rotation, you good.
Okay. Now, how many wide receivers gonna hit that portal?
Well, we probably already have one.
We already got two of them already hit the portal. So
2 already don't hit the portal.
2 of them already hit the portal. I think we'll probably lose one or 2 more.
1 or 2 more.
Yeah, because we got 13 on the roster right now.
How many wide receivers they gonna take?
I don't know. I mean, we got 13 on the roster right now, and that's without Shepard and Baby T.O. and I think 1 more, and then the freshman that's coming in. So it ain't a lot of somebody got to go.
All right, we're going tight end. 3 wide receivers. Who's the 3 wide receivers gonna be on the field? On the first team, spring practice. 3 wide receivers. Come on, talk to me, coach.
I would have Travis Hunter. I would have Western, and I would have Horn.
Rob.
Amarion, Travis, Jimmy Horn.
Amarion. It's gonna be Amarion, Travis, and LeJohntay on that first team.
Yeah, LeJohntay gonna be on the field. I don't know.
He gonna be on that field. Jimmy Horn ain't gonna be on that first team come that spring game.
No. Jimmy on the field.
Jimmy gonna be on the field. Here's what I would say, though.
He gonna be on that second team. He ain't gonna be on that starting team.
Here's what I would say.
I'm talking about in this spring game that coming up.
Yeah. Right. If we coming out, yeah. That's what he gonna be out.
Here's what I could say, though. One of the things they could possibly do, right, is put Travis, Jimmy, and LeJohntay out there as 3 receivers in the spring. I could see them doing that. But right now, I got Amarion Miller, I got Travis, and I got Jimmy Horn. Now, if Jimmy Horn is not healthy,
this dude loud out there. This dude loud out there. Excuse me, Rob. He said,
He just,
"Oh,
he just,
a
he
Miller
just,
transfer, go to Nebraska.
He's
What the heck
trolling.
you want to go to Nebraska for?"
He's
that's,
trolling. He's trolling.
But
man,
now he be on y'all channel.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
be out there,
trolling.
Oh, I
man.
gotta check him out, man. This dude here, boy. Good gracious. But okay, that's the wide receiver group. All right, check this out. We got three newcomers coming in. To me, all three of these dudes are dogs, man. I know everybody talking about the future. Traylon Miller, Cam McHale is from Georgia. That's my homeboy from the state. And Baby T.O. Will they see the field this year? As a kickoff return, punt returner,
Yeah, they
or
gonna
in the
see
wide receiver group? Will they see in the action this year? Some major action now.
they gonna see action, especially on special teams. Again, when you heard me say my 8 man rotation. My two people outside, my two outside people looking in right now. So if somebody get hurt, it's Draylon Miller and Michael. So if somebody come up limping or somebody come up hurt, they go into the rotation. So that's how I got it. That's how I got them boys looking. Cause baby To in my top 8 when we go to the spring.
Get your top 8?
Baby To is
You got him above Cam McHale?
I got baby To don't play in college.
Okay. He was at
Cause
TCU, right?
right, baby To got yeah. That's the only reason.
If he could crack the star line at TCU,
Well, TCU had, they were bringing back most of their receivers from the national championship team.
they wasn't, man, they didn't have no good wide receiver.
I didn't say I didn't agree that they didn't have
Okay,
good wide
okay,
receivers.
okay, okay. I got it. Now I like
They
Baby T.O. now. Don't get me wrong now, I like it. But
they
I seen
brought
the
back
film. I just looked at the film work on Cam McHale. It just jump off, man. It look like somebody done shot him out of the rocket, man.
no doubt, no doubt. And if he comes in here and does what Michael is doing, then you gonna hear me change my tune.
Okay.
If he come in here and do what Michael's doing right now, you gonna hear me change my tune. But I just gotta see him do it.
You got to see it on the field first. Yeah.
That's all.
All right, Rod, talk to him about them newcomers. Who
Uh,
pop
I
out?
do, I do think they make an impact this season in some way, form, or fashion, whether that's in special teams or at the wide receiver position. How much they play, that's to be determined, right? And then when you talk about Cam Michael, how much is he gonna play offense? How much is he gonna play defense? Right? Are they gonna use him on both sides of the ball? Right? That's what we got to look at because I could see all three of them, playing some way somehow, especially with Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball. Not
Yeah.
knowing if Jimmy Horn can stay healthy, which is the biggest key of all,
Right.
is can Jimmy Horn stay healthy? Right? Because Jimmy Horn doesn't
I
stay
mean, can
healthy.
Travis Hunter stay healthy? We got to say the same
Right.
thing about that.
Right.
Most of them gonna be playing with targets on their back. Especially
Right.
Travis.
But I think it makes it easier for Travis Hunter this year than last year. And the reason why I say that is because we have more weapons at the wide receiver position than we did last year.
Okay.
So it's not a bunch of stress for him to play offense where he can limit some of the plays that he takes on offense and get rest. Right? He's still going to play both ways, but you can limit his snaps. Last year, you had to put him on the field based upon the way they had the design of the offense and all the option routes, and you basing this off of defense, and the only two players that can go do something was him or Weaver. He had to play. But this year, going in knowing that they're going to have more of a route tree of what they're going to run, more design, it's going to help them sustain him healthier. So that's why I say really Jimmy Horn staying healthy, that's going to play his biggest key. So you got to look at, who's behind them, right? You're going to see LeJohntay on the field. You're going to see Will Shepard on the field and, Travis Hunter, right? You take those three, right? And then so now you're looking at who's behind those three, right? You got Jimmy Horns, you got Amari Miller, you got, Cordell Russell, which Baby T.O.
Okay.
You got Caleb Mathis, you got Timmons, you got the two freshmen, right? So that's 10 right there. And we're not even talking about the walk-ons or anybody else outside of that, right? That's 10 right there. So who's really in that top 8? So at some way they're gonna crack the lineup, far as rotation. My thing is, will they go to the rotation that they did at Jackson State, when they had a bunch of wide receivers, they was 10, 11 deep, and they rotated every series. Are they going to do that? Or are they going to do more like last year where they really rotated? So that's going to be a thing to see what they're going to do with this wide receiver group. But my prediction is they're going to rotate the receivers more this year, just like they did at Jackson State, his last year at Jackson State, if you ever watched them play at Jackson State.
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that method, but hey, I take what you're saying.
The thing is, it's the same thing you're gonna see with Travis. Like he just said, Travis played offense at Jackson, but because they had so many good receivers, he didn't have to push him out there on the football field all the time. And I think that's gonna be the case this year. You ain't gonna have to push him out there on the football field so much.
Okay, so will Shador and Travis be in the running for the Heisman this year?
It's gonna be. I think Shador will. I think it's gonna be hard for Travis because Travis to win the Heisman. Travis gonna have to. I think they're gonna have to let him do punts or kick off. He's gonna have to do something besides just the offense and the defense. And I don't think they're gonna let him do all of that. So I think he could get himself in the running. To do that, he gonna have to have about 6, 7 picks. He gonna have to go for 8 to 1,000 in receiving, and 2 of them 6 picks gotta be electrifying to the house. So I think he could be in the running, but I think it's gonna be more because I believe the Heisman is a quarterback award. So that's just how I feel. So I just feel like I know Shador should be in the running, no doubt about it.
Leave that comment right there.
Yeah, hey, you saw that comment, did you, man? I said, man, who made this comment?
I just want y'all to understand something. He wasn't recruiting him to replace Jimmy Horn. He was recruiting to replace somebody else. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But back to the original back to the question about Shador.
Oh no, I can't let you go like that, Now, Rod, I read that comment. I was thinking the same thing, Rod. So you gotta come back to that now.
I mean, what you trying to say is, and then what people don't know is, Shador was going to FAU.
Yep. Okay, I didn't know that.
Going to Jackson. Before he was going to Jackson, he had committed to FAU because they had what's the black head coach name? They had a coach that he liked, and he was committed. And him and LeJohntay were both getting recruited at the same time. And they were gonna tag team at Florida at FAU. And so, but when Dan Prime get the job at Jackson, he ends up going to Jackson, and he stays committed to FAU. And so when he hit the portal, Travis, you get what I'm saying? He just wanted his homeboy to come play with him.
So he knew that.
Yeah, he already knew it. They were recruited. Yeah. They were gonna be. They already knew each other.
He's talking about when Willie Taggart was the head coach.
Willie Taggart. Okay, I got you now. I got you.
Yeah, Shador, that's who Shador was originally committed to coming out of high school before his daddy got the Jackson State job.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's history with Webster and Shador, and most people don't know that. So they just something. It's just a narrative to run with because it's the easiest thing to run with because a lot of people don't like Jimmy Horn. But with all that being said, right, when we get back to the topic of Shador and Travis, for me, I just look at it. It's gonna be harder for Shador to win a Heisman than Travis, because Travis will have more opportunities offensively and defensively to win it. With Shador, CU has to win for him to win.
Yeah.
So if CU has a mediocre season or a little bit above average season, there's no way they're going to put him in a Heisman, because you're going to have to win at least 10 games. And so if you're saying Shador Sanders is going to win the Heisman, CU has to win at least 10 games or more. That's just the nature. They're not going to give it to you under 10 games. I'm just being honest. So when you look at Travis, because Travis plays both ways, he can put up the statistics on both sides of the ball to be in the Heisman conversation. Everybody knows he's the best, player in college football. A lot of people it ain't too many people that you can really debate him up against. He's just going to have more opportunities than Shador Sanders. And what it's going to come down to Shador Sanders winning the Heisman is, one, the offensive line is going to have to protect him. Two, CU's going to have to win games. That's just the bottom line to it.
Right. Okay. Well, I got my prediction. I think Travis is going to win this Heisman. I just think he's that good. I think on both sides of the ball. I think Coach Brian gonna give him the opportunity. The way he played last year, and if he stay healthy, I think he got a good opportunity to win the Heisman. But now I want to talk about this right here. How much long y'all got? Y'all got 30 more minutes.
Oh,
You
we
hanging?
good. We good. Oh, we good.
Y'all good? You good, Coach Dre? All right, let's talk about it. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna save this defense to later on next week. I'm gonna talk about this Big 12 schedule, the pretenders and contenders. Who y'all think are the pretenders and who is contenders? All right, this first team on this schedule they play. Now I was looking at the Big 12 conference way too early prediction. They had Colorado at number 11. Out of all the folks, out of all the teams in the Big 12 conference. Now let's look at the first game of the schedule. Now, when I was looking at that schedule when it came out, I think Colorado can win the first 5 games. And if they win that first 5 games, they're going to be ranked in that top 20 or top 15. Now, I'm going to let you know who they, I'm sure y'all already know, but whoever tune in. And we're going to start with Coach Dre. Coach Dre, after Coach Dre, we're going to start with Rob. On the first game on North Dakota State. Are they a contender or a pretender? And will Colorado beat them?
I got us winning, but I'm not gonna disrespect them. They don't win as many national championships as they win. They are a machine. You know, we come out here half stepping, we might get embarrassed. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. They are a machine. They don't let the name fool you. But I got us winning. We should win by if we don't win by more than 14 points, we got a problem.
They don't care about. They need to win by 20.
But we not gonna. They're contender because they're not no pushover. You don't win national championship like North Dakota wins, and they continuously they're a juggernaut program in their league. So we not gonna. It's not. We gonna say the contender.
Rob,
when you look at North Dakota State, this is a game that you cannot sleep on. This is not no pushover game. This ain't no walkover game. They're gonna be coming ready to compete. They are normally in a national championship at the FCS level. They're not. They're gonna have some guys on a team. They produce a lot of kids that go to the NFL, so they got talent. So don't think of it as it's gonna be a walkover. What I expect Colorado to win by at least 14 points or more. That's my expectations for them. But I'm not gonna say it's 40 or bust, right? I'm not. That don't make sense, right? Because at the end of the day, we still have a lot of question marks that we need to be answered, and I think we should take care of first game by 14, and that's just how I got it. Because there's still question marks on the defense, there's still question marks on the offense. Do I think we can score a lot of points offensively? Yes. But what kind of defense is going to show up that first game, and who's going to be on that field? And we still got some question marks there. But North Dakota State is a contender, especially at the FCS level.
Okay. All right. Now the next game, but who you have winning? Because you say you got Colorado win. All right, that's one. We want to know. All right. Second game is going to be Nebraska. Now Nebraska I'm sure they're going to start this freshman as quarterback. I don't know who their quarterback going to be this year. And they got a big offensive line. Really, last year, I watched the game, I think last weekend, I rewatched it again. If that quarterback hadn't fumbled them balls, it was a good chance of them beating Colorado to me. But I still think, even though it's going to be in Nebraska, I think Colorado is going to win this game by 10 points. And that should make us 2-0. Talk to me. We're going to start with you, Rob.
Going into the Sea of Red. We don't like to.
That's Mike's team. What's up, Mike?
We don't like to see it red, but going into a hostile environment, it's going to be the first big test of Colorado as a true road game. One of the games that we need going into non-conference. We got to take care of business. I do expect him to start the true freshman quarterback in a pressure situation, being on national TV. Game day will probably be there, or Fox. One of them two is going to be there. Right. So all eyes will be on that game. I expect us to handle business and go 2-0.
Again, they're a contender because it's a rivalry game. They're gonna be jacked up. They're gonna be ready to play. And like I said, it'll be our first road test with this new team that we got. But I got us winning. I'm with you. I got us winning between 7 and 10 points. So give or take. So but they are definitely a contender. We can't go in there with our heads with our chest puffed up. We got to go in there and play football.
Okay. All right. All right. Hey, if y'all tuning in and you're new, and if you don't mind, go over there to Rob the Man Media. Check out the stuff that he got for sale online. He got his new hat. Him and Coach Dre. They got T-shirts and everything. Y'all don't mind, go support the guy. And when I get offline, I'll sure go over there and purchase me some items from them. And if you don't mind, if you not a member of their channel, also like and subscribe to their channel if y'all don't mind. Want to thank them for being my special guest tonight, and I appreciate each one of them. But now we want to move to their third game. They rival, in-state rival, Colorado State. Now we know what went off transfer last year and then what the wife said about Shador. I think this is going to be a statement game for Colorado because it's something the players, when they release the schedule, well-off media put the video camera up to George Seaton phone, and he pointed at that game. I said, wow. I said, they're going to be a statement game there. I'm looking for them to blow the doors off. I ain't even going to put no points on it, but I'm looking for Coach Prime Shador and Colorado Buffalo at least beat them by 20 points or more. Now, who's that defensive end that hit Shador? Is he playing this year?
He ain't playing.
No, he gone.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad he gone. He bust straight down there. What about the wide receiver, the 14 that did that crossing pattern? He there?
One of them receivers came back.
One of them came
back. Is the number 14?
I think one of them left. I don't know which number. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't keep up with them like that, but I know one of them left.
Okay, but still now, I think we're going to be 3-0. I don't think Colorado State going to put up no kind of fight in this thing. Even though it's going to be played over there in their new stadium, I think we're gonna do them in. What y'all think? Come on, Dre.
I got us by at least 14. But you know it's gonna be a rivalry game. Everybody gonna be jacked up. Everybody gonna be ready to play. It's just what it is. And again, the kids gonna be a little more jacked up, and this team with a little bit more attitude. So Colorado State better not come out here and try to pull out of that Travis Hunter stuff they pulled this last year, because these guys here ain't going for that. So, but yeah, I got us by 14. I got us 3-0 after the third game. Colorado State, they pretenders. You know, they pretenders.
Yeah. They contenders or pretenders, Rob?
They pretenders. All I'm gonna say is throw the records out the door. Coach Prime finna try to win by 21 plus. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have to say nothing else.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So that make us 3-0. Would they be ranked in the top 20 at 3-0?
Yeah, they'll be in the top 25. I don't think we'll be in the top 20. We'll probably be in the top 20.
I'm talking about 3-0. Will we be in the top 20 at 3-0? By beating North Dakota, if North Dakota, Nebraska, and Colorado State, if those teams good enough to be ranked in the top 20, when you compare all the teams if you compare the rest of the team that's gonna be already ranked in the Big 12 in the top 20, you think they still gonna crack the top 20?
We might crack exactly at the top 20 after 3-0, just due to the fact that some ranked teams got to play each other first and second week. So we might crack it, but I say we'll definitely be in the top 25.
Okay. What you think, Dre?
Yeah, like I say, I'm not gonna say we're gonna be over the top 20, but right anywhere between 25 and 20, I think we'll be in there 3-0.
Okay, I think we'll be 3-0 too. All right. Next game, homecoming game, Baylor. I don't even want to talk about that. We 4-0.
Going back and looking at Baylor.
What?
They got a transfer quarterback. He's legit. I'm gonna do a whole breakdown on Baylor, but when you look at Baylor, they're gonna be a lot better than what they was last year. Now, last year they're still in the rebuilding phase. But it's gonna be a game. But I got Colorado winning by 10.
He said 10.
10.
Yeah, I got us by 14 or better. They, like I say, they in the rebuilding stage. The thing that's scary about it, I got us when, like you said, the thing that's scary is just a quarterback that they just got in, and does he make this offense go? So that's what, but I still, like I say, I got us winning by 14. I still think they're pretenders. I don't think they're in the top echelons of the Big 12. So I got us winning by 14.
So for me, I had the point spread higher, but I took it down to 10 because they made it the homecoming game. So you know what that means, right? Everybody want to be prime, and it's homecoming, so they trying to, So now it's some little extra more to play for because it's their home.
Yeah, they got a whole festival that week.
Yeah, so that's why I got us winning by 10 because
you don't think they're gonna be focused?
The focus level. We 3-0. Everybody's in town. ESPN there, Fox there. This, that, and third show want to do this, that, and the third with interviews. Like it's just gonna be chaos going on. So that's the reason why I got us winning by 10.
Okay, all right, that's good enough. All right, we 4-0. We 4-0. You can imagine the talk would be they 4-0. If we were 3-0, you realize the talk last year. Now we 4-0. Man, they gonna be on. Coach Pride gonna be on Good Morning America, ESPN. Man, he gonna be doing everything. Man, they start off 4-0. Which they got a good chance of being. Like I said, they got a good chance to win first 5 games. Now the next game is my trap game. They go to Florida. Coach Pride said he got 25 to 28 players from Florida, and it's gonna be like a homecoming game to them. They gonna have to meet their friends, parents, girlfriends. Everybody want to take pictures. Want to meet Shadua. Want to meet Travis. Want to meet Jordan Seaton. Do you think they're gonna be focused this game by going? And it's on the road. It's a trap game to me, man. Cause I got Colorado winning, but they ain't gonna win by no more 10 points or more if they do win. Because it's a trap game to me. Talk to me, Rod.
This is the game. I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, you gonna be there? I know Dre gonna be there. That's been the whole time.
Listen. RobDAaManMedia. We will be in the building. So pull up on us. But this game, it's gonna be one of them games. It's gonna be legendary. This game is gonna be legendary. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be legendary. Coach Prime back in the state of Florida with the CU Buffs. It can definitely be a trap game, but I think the thing that scares me the most is that after this game, we go on a bye. And so when we go on a bye, how much focus are we really focused on this game and not worrying about going into that bye? That's the thing that scares me the most out of this game.
Right.
So I do got us ultimately pulling this game off, but I think it's going to be a super physical game that most people expect. I think it's going to be a tough game for us, but I ultimately have us winning this game.
Oh, okay. I wonder what you gonna say. I said, hey,
again, you coming to the house.
Dre. Come on, Dre.
They coming to the house, and these Florida boys gonna be jacked up. They gonna want to try to ruin his homecoming. He gonna have all these people there, everybody from Fort Myers and all of that. When you bring Kamani back home, you bring Seaton back home, Travis back home, Jimmy just 20 minutes up the road from his high school. There's gonna be a lot of emotion in that stadium and a lot of stuff going on. And if you 4-0, you liable to have ESPN game day there. If because UCF plays Florida, I think the week before or something like that. So if UCF beat Florida and they riding high, you're gonna have a lot of people in the stadium. But ultimately, I got us winning by 3. I got us winning by 3 and being 5-0 after they come to Florida.
Oh yeah. I think it's gonna be a tight game. So I think we still gonna pull out the win. That will lead us at 5-0. We got a super chat with him. Can you explain why the crossing route was major issue for CU to defend, and what will be the difference this year? Just thinking it, but will this be regular? This from Lawrence RBE.
It won't be the same, guys. The thing is, when Travis was in the game, this is the game when Travis got hurt. They were playing man on one side and playing zone on the other side. And so when Travis got hurt, they had to go to something they didn't practice all week. And that was playing zone all the way across the field. And they just didn't do what they were taught at cornerback. They was letting the boys inside. And when you playing that cover 2, you can't do that. So it was just, and like I said, with a new defensive coordinator and things like that, I don't think we'll have that problem. But that was mostly it. Just they had practiced that. They were used to playing man on one side with Travis and zone on the other side, and they couldn't do that once Travis got hurt. That's all.
I would just say the linebacking play, right? The getting the depth in the linebacker play, being in the right spot at the right time, right? Doing your job. And that's where it comes back to consistency, right? Doing your job all the time, consistency on both sides of the ball is going to help you win ball games. Last year we wasn't consistent, right? Whether that was tackling, whether that was being in the right zone area where you're supposed to be at, knowing what coverage we were in. Some people playing man, some people playing zone, some people don't know what the hell going on. That's just the nature of football, right? So being consistent, understanding your assignment, watching film, which you can see obviously that some players didn't watch film that was on the field, but that's here nor there. This year's gonna come down to consistency, right? Do the little things to help the big things happen.
Right. Okay. All right. Last game I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna leave the other 6 for another time. I'm gonna talk. This is gonna be the last one. All right. Now we're finna go to a bye. We 5-0. Now this next game, I think is gonna be the hardest game on the schedule to me. Now, Kansas State coming to town, and it's gonna be played in Colorado. They got their quarterback coming back. I think they got a new head coach though. I think, or they still got the same one.
No, they still the same one.
Same one. Okay. But who's the quarterback of Kansas State?
Man,
What's our transfer, didn't it? Will Howard, he transferred, right?
Will Howard transferred. It was his backup, but Will Howard transferred. But the quarterback that's there, he's been in the system for a while.
He's been in the system for a while. Okay. Now a lot of people think, that's a toss up to me. I think Colorado. I'm thinking Colorado gonna win, but I think this game can go either way. Even Colorado gonna be 6-0, or they can take their first loss at 5.
Well,
Coach Drake.
For all you diehards, here go with Coach Drake jump off the train right here. We lose this one. I think because that bye week, I think if we was rolling into playing a team like Kansas State, I'd have felt better. I'd have felt better with a bye somewhere else and not going into the Kansas State game. So this is the game where I got us losing by about anywhere from 7-3, not by a lot. It's going to be a great football game, but I do have us losing this game. Kansas State just a tough out. They're going to play hard. They're going to feel like they own the Big 12, and we just coming into their place. So they're going to come out and play hard. So this is the first game I got us losing. I got us losing anywhere from 3-7, but I got us losing to Kansas State.
We're more likely gonna take a L. I'm just gonna be honest. We're more likely gonna take a L. And my reason for us doing it is us being 5-0, coming off a bye. What I do like about this game, one thing I'm thankful for is that CU changed homecoming, because this was a homecoming game and they moved it to Baylor. I'm thankful for that, because this homecoming coming off a bye. Oh no, but that's my biggest downfall about this Kansas State game. It's not that I don't believe in a team or anything like that. Is you're coming off, a 5-game winning streak. You went to a bye. Some people get comfortable. Some people go home. Some people.
But Rob just said the biggest thing: the bye. And all they go. If we beat UCL, we're gonna be in Florida. Them boys are not coming right back to Colorado. We're gonna be trying to stay in Florida. That's my biggest concern.
I said the same thing when I saw that.
Some people not even gonna come back on a plane. Hey, Coach. Hey, I'm here with my family. Hey, I'm gonna ride to the crib with my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that you got to think about, right? You went to state of Florida and you going to a bye week, and all your family there, your friends there. Anything that you could possibly want is there, right? And so you come off an emotional win against UCL, and you don't got to get on another flight. You just there. You might have to get in a car, go 2 or 3 hours, but you at the crib. A lot of players gonna take that, and so now what you hope is no kid missed a flight or late coming back off that bye week, because you know what happened after that. Clean your lockers. Yeah. So those are the things that you got to worry about going into that Kansas State, and then people getting big-headed, that hunger gone, you start getting ahead of yourself instead of understanding what the task is, what the assignment is. So that's why I got this as our first loss. I wish we had a different, more easier game coming out of bye and then have to play K State because I like our chances better. But coming up for bye, coming to K State, those are the things that we're gonna run into.
Yeah, I agree with y'all on that. Well, guys, hey man, I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I ain't mean to hold y'all this long, but it's been a good show, man. I like talking to you guys. I like watching y'all show. Like I said, I watch it every day. Even if you don't post one, I still go try to look at some reruns and trying to get some information because I know y'all been in it longer than I have, and y'all know more about what's going on. Because, like I said, I just started 2 months ago, and I'm praying for y'all. I hope y'all continue with the success. And I know some people. I got some people, and my broadcast tonight is on LinkedIn. You work inside Coca-Cola. We need a sponsor. We need a sponsor. Go to that. Go to your boss, man. Some of y'all are his secretary. Some of y'all sit in the board with him. Tell Coca-Cola sponsor one of these content on Colorado, and you will get your profit back. I guarantee. Football season coming up. One of the best investment y'all can make. Yeah, I'm talking about. You know, I'm talking about you, Linda. She know I'm talking about it. So, but I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, y'all are a big inspiration to me. Keep up doing the good work, and I thank y'all for joining me tonight. I want to thank all y'all fans and connection for joining the broadcast. If you don't mind, hit my like button, subscribe to my channel. Also, subscribe to Rob's channel if you haven't subscribed to him. I personally want to say thank you. May God continue to bless each and one of you spiritually, educational, because you ain't too old to learn. And may God continue to bless you financially, that you may continue to be the person and your family be the family that God wants each and one of y'all to be. So once again, I thank y'all. Peace out. Rod, I'll be calling you probably not tonight. I'll be calling you tomorrow when I get off work, and we'll have a talk again. See when can we do it again. And like I say, man, you and Drake, I like that. I like that tag team. Y'all got any last words y'all want to say before we go?
I'll go because he froze.
He froze up.
Yeah, he froze up. I'll say this, man. Thank you, for having us on, man. It's been a pleasure as always. We always here to help everybody. It's not about us. It's about just putting great things out there. We always open to any and everything. But man, make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe to the channel. We do got merch out on the store. Y'all can go see. Make sure y'all go like and share, subscribe. Big watch. He's got some great content that y'all want to listen to. It's always y'all can pull up on us. We ain't hard to find, but we always thank God, for blessing us. Because without y'all, we couldn't do this.
Hey, and that's what I was trying to say. Without y'all, we nobodies, man. Like I said, my hat says we a bunch of nobodies. So at the end of the day, man, we just be trying to do what we can do and do what's best. Hey, man, if you send those ships out, those ships can come in. And there's no contest. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. If you can't win a game if it hasn't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all coming and tuning in to us, man. That's Rob the Man. I'm Coach Dre. This our boy B Watts. Man, we out.
Hey, y'all have a good night, and may God bless y'all. I had almost 300 people tonight. Appreciate it, Rod, man. Y'all the best, man. Y'all have a good night.